WoodSongs Kids is funded in part by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Information about the lakes, mountains, parks, sports, music, art festivals, and more is available online at kentuckytourism.com. By the Martin Guitar Company, building handcrafted guitars for professionals and front porch pickers since 1833. Online at martinguitars.com. And by the Deering Banjo Company, making American-made handcrafted banjos. Their full catalog of banjos is online at deeringbanjos.com.
WoodSongs Kids, celebrating the music of America's front porch from the Lyric Theater in Lexington, Kentucky.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name's Michaela Rain Jonathan. Welcome to WoodSongs Kids. Here's my daddy, folk singer Michael Jonathan.
Thank you, Michaela. We're going to sing a song together. Ready? Here we go. Sitting on a creaky old rocking chair. You say it's gonna rain, we don't care. Dancing with you all afternoon on the front porch with me. Listen to the rhythm of the summer rain, tapping out a tempo on my window pane. Nothing like summer on my front porch swing, making my banjo ring. I'm playing my banjo on a rocking chair. You can play your fiddle in your underwear, just as pretty as a rainbow in your hair. On the front porch with me, when you're on the front porch with me. Good, Michaela, and welcome everybody to a show called WoodSongs Kids. Youngsters come from everywhere to be on a broadcast where we're celebrating the music of America's front porch, kids style. We love the music of families and hometowns and rural communities, and that's what we celebrate on our broadcast. And as far as our youngsters are concerned, you don't have to be perfect. We just want you to have a lot of fun. One of the things that most folks really like, and it's a growing form of music that a lot of young people are getting into now, is something called bluegrass. And Bill Monroe was a big originator. He's the father of bluegrass, and there was all kinds of artists like the Stanley Brothers and Flatt and Scruggs and others that took what Bill Monroe built. They would change it a little bit and send it to more audiences, and bluegrass has become one of the most popular kinds of music in the world right now. And so we're very grateful to have kids that take this music and make it their own. We have two young brothers, and they're going to show you what their bluegrass is like. Please welcome the Singleton Brothers to the WoodSongs Kids.
The mountain and down on the valley way below. It sweeps the grave of my darling. When I die, that's where I want to go. Lord, send the angels for my darling and take her to that home on high. I'll wait my time out here on earth, love, and come here when I die, I'll pick it cat. Our names are carved upon the tombstone. I promised you before you died. Our love will bloom forever, darling. Well, we rest side by side. Oh, I hear a voice out in the darkness. It moans and whispers through the pines. I know it's my sweetheart a-calling. I can hear her through the walls of time.
that? The Singleton Brothers. We got 13-year-old Cash, 16-year-old Cutter. Welcome, guys. It's nice to have you here.
Well, it is greatly appreciated.
Well, let's talk about the mandolin first. Now,
All right.
The mandolin is a very old instrument. It comes from medieval Europe. Used to be part of the lute family, but Bill Monroe took this and he made it the anchor instrument of bluegrass.
That's
So
right.
what is it about the mandolin that you love?
Well, that high lonesome sound that you're looking for whenever you're playing bluegrass. That's exactly what it brings. And how music just fascinates me and it excites me to play it.
Okay, so you just love it, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, was it hard for you to learn how to play the mandolin?
At times, yes, sir.
Now, the mandolin is kind of tuned kind of like a fiddle, so you'd be able to start playing the fiddle too if you wanted to, right?
Not really. It's a world of difference.
Now, when you started playing the mandolin, what was the first song you learned how to play on it?
I think it was When the Saints Go Marching In.
Play me just a little piece of it. Cash Singleton, 13 years old. That's pretty good for 13. Good job. Now, Cutter's your older brother. You're 16 years old. You're playing the guitar.
That'd be right.
Now, you're modeling yourselves almost after the early Grand Ole Opry-style bluegrass artists, right?
Well, I take that as a high compliment.
That is a high compliment. So now explain why not Bon Jovi? Why not,
Well,
Green Day? Why not, why this?
Well,
Which I love. I'm glad you're doing
well,
it. But
I appreciate that.
Explain why.
That was what I heard first, and of course, I hear all the other things, but that's what I felt a draw to that. That's what sucked me in tight. I heard Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, and watching all those Martha White shows, and the early days of the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, that just inspires me. I love it.
Now, you guys are 13 years old, 16 years old, and you're out there playing your own shows, right?
That'd be right.
Okay, well, let's listen to some more of your music. You're going to do a song called You're Running Wild. Is that correct?
That's right, old Louvin Brothers hit.
Louvin Brothers hit. It's the Singleton Brothers right here on WoodSongs Kids.
You're running wild. How long can this go on? You're leaving me all alone and running wild. I can't go on. You'll have to choose the way. You'll have to go or stay. Stop running wild. You'll settle down someday and find I've gone away. You'll think of what you've done while running wild. You're always gone. My love you'll never share. It's more than I can bear. Stop running wild. You're always gone. My love you'll never share. It's more than I can bear. Stop running wild. You're running wild.
You're Running Wild. What a good song. The Singleton Brothers. Cash on the mandolin, Cutter on the guitar. When did you start playing the guitar?
Well, after I picked up the banjo. I started
You started on the banjo.
I started on the banjo, and took a notion to play the guitar, and heard Lester Flatt, and Lester Flatt's a big, I love Lester.
Sure. Well, he'd be a big influence on a lot of guitar players,
yeah.
right? His rhythm was just spot
Well, and
on
it's all
perfect.
in that up and down. 'Cause see, he played the banjo starting out with that claw hammer style, And he just transferred over into guitar.
That was his wrist action. His wrist action got transferred to the guitar. Now, your vocals you have really good vocals. Young, 13, 16 years old.
Well, thank you.
Singleton Brothers, the Stanley Brothers had that style of vocal. And I'm hearing a lot of Everly Brothers in what you're doing. So
I like the Everlys, too.
Did you listen to them a lot, too?
All the time.
So all these groups from 40, 50, 60 years ago or longer, they affected you as young kids in your home, right?
Most definitely.
And when you would sit down and practice together, when did you notice that your little brother was pretty good?
Well, whenever he started showing off.
As you can see, he does a lot.
Oh,
right?
He likes to do that. He likes to show off.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Do that.
But yeah, whenever he started, he's always shown interest in it.
Yeah.
But if it makes any sense to you, I think a lot of it had to do with competition. Because, if Big Brother's going to do it, well, by gum, I got to do it too.
Well, as young kids, too, I mean, you want to get out and play in front of folks. So what kind of shows do you do together? You're young brothers, 13, 16 years old, and...
we do shows anywhere somebody will hire us.
Hire you.
Yeah.
It's all in the money, is it?
Well, sort of, No, the shows we do...
There's a reason folk rhymes with broke, so I understand where you're heading here.
We do a lot of brother harmony, that blood harmony.
Uh-huh.
Of course, a lot of bluegrass. We love bluegrass, but we do a lot of the good old country music too.
Right.
We like the good old country music.
Well, you're going to get into a good old country song here in a minute. It's kind of unusual, the unusual title. Tell everybody what the title is.
Well, it's called "Made in Japan."
Why now? What is this? This is a vocal song. You're going to sing it, right?
Is, yes, sir.
Where's this song come from?
Well, I reckon Japan. No, but it come from Buck Owens. Buck Owens had it out on a big record.
That's what I wanted to get to. So you guys are going to play this, and let's listen to it. We've got Cash on the mandolin, 13 years old. Cutter's on his guitar, and the song they're going to sing is "Made in Japan." It's the Singleton Brothers right here on WoodSongs Kids.
Transistor radio, it comes from far away. And when it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. Well, I remember all the good times we had walking in the sand with the beautiful lady that I met made in Japan. Well, the beauty of her face was beyond my wildest dream, like a cherry blossom blooming in the mountain in the early spring. As we walked by the river, she softly took hold of my hand. That's when I fell deep in love with the girl made in Japan. Cash Singleton, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, in the dark of night, we would lie on Tokyo Bay, and the singing of the birds woke us up at the break of day. With those smiling eyes, she always seemed to try to understand all the love in my heart for the girl made in Japan. Well, my transistor radio, it comes from far away. And when it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. Well, she cried when she told me she was promised to another man. That's when I left my heart with the girl made in Japan. Yes, my heart will always be with the girl made in Japan.
Good song, the Singleton Brothers. Very good, and we want to give some props, and behind them over there is a youngster who's not quite a kid. Let's give props to Brennan Cruz, playing the upright bass. If you have a youngster that you think belongs on our broadcast, we want you to send us a little YouTube clip. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is go to the WoodSongs website. If you click on the Kids TV page, you can contact us and send us something. We look at everything that comes in. And staying in the theme of old-time music is a young girl that we're very, very proud to be able to have on our show. She does something that you're going to find very interesting. She is 12 years old. She yodels a lot. We're going to talk to her about that. And she's going to dip into an Dolly Parton song called Tennessee Homesick Blues. Please welcome Candace Gunn to WoodSongs Kids.
New York City ain't no kind of place for a country girl with a friendly face. If you smile, people look at you funny and they take you wrong. The greenest state in the land of the free, and the home of the Grand Ole Opry is calling me back to my Smoky Mountain home. I wish I had my own fishing bowl and sitting on the banks of the fishing hole, eating green apples and waiting for the fish to bite. Laughing as simple as it used to be since a big apple took a bite out of me. And Lord, I'm so Tennessee homesick that I could die. And I ain't been home and I don't know when. If I had it all to do over again, tonight I'd sleep in my own feather bed. What I wouldn't give for a little bitty taste of Mama's homemade chocolate cake. Tennessee homesick blues is running through my head.
Very nice. 12 years old, Candace Gunn. It's nice to have you here. Candace, thank you for being on our show. Now, yodeling, we're going to talk about yodeling after the next song, but this is something that you heard when you were like 4 years old?
I think that's about right.
Yeah, so what was happening? You were sitting on the couch and somebody played a record? What happened?
Well, my mom was actually on YouTube, and she was playing a song of a little girl yodeling, and I just kind of came in there and started singing with it.
And you do it really pretty. You have such a pretty voice.
Thank you.
And this was a Dolly Parton song that you just played, and she's a hard artist to copy. You did that really good. Do you listen to her a lot? Mm-hmm. What is it about Dolly Parton that you love so much?
I love her voice. She has a very soft voice, and it's very pretty.
She doesn't push real hard, right? She lets her voice just be natural. And is that something that is singing that way a hard thing to learn? Because most people want to sing loud. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what did you do to learn how to sing like that?
Well, I have a vocal coach, and she helped me with that a lot.
It's nice to have a teacher, right? Teachers are important. We need to protect our teachers and make sure that music and art stays in the schools, right? Now, do you go to public school or are you homeschooled?
I'm homeschooled.
A lot of kids are homeschooled. A lot of kids who play music really, really well are homeschooled. Why do you think that is?
Well, when you go to public school, it takes a lot of time out of the day. And when you're at home doing it, you can do it whenever you want.
I agree with that. Now, you're going to get into another song that in Kentucky, where we're doing our show, is a very famous song. But this is from an artist that the Singleton Brothers are very influenced by, right? Who did this song?
Bill Monroe.
Bill Monroe. And you like bluegrass music, right? Mm-hmm. So let's hear you sing this song. It's a Bill Monroe tune called Blue Moon of Kentucky 12-year-old Candace Gunn on WoodSongs Kids.
Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Well, I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Well, that's it, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Well, that's it, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Well, it was on one moonlit night, stars shining bright. It was brewed from on high, your love said goodbye. Shine on the one that's gone and left me Well, it was on one moonlit night, stars shining bright. It was brewed from on high, your love said goodbye. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue.
Good job. Blue Moon of Kentucky, 12-year-old Candace Gunn on your guitar. And we heard that yodel there at the end. Now let's talk about your guitar. You heard yodeling when you were 4. When did you start playing your guitar?
Probably about 5.
About 5 years old. Now, when you're 5 years old, the guitar is about as big as you are.
Yes.
Right? Was it hard for you to learn?
Yes.
And what made you want to keep going? When it's hard, a lot of kids quit when something's hard. But you didn't do that. What made you keep going?
Well, I saw a lot of really good guitar players at my age that were with me at the place that I performed at, so that kind of helped me keep going.
And that idea of community in music is really important, right?
Yes.
Now, let's talk about your yodeling. Yodeling is not an easy thing to do. So give me an example, just 1 or 2 yodels. Let's hear what that's like, just you and your voice.
Yodeling,
Okay, now that's pretty good. Yodeling is hard, right? All right, so you're going to do a really cool song that Patsy Montana did years and years ago, right? This was the first million-selling song by a female artist in America, this song. And you're going to have a million-selling version of it too, aren't you? Right? This is called Cowboy Sweetheart. It's Candace Gunn, 12 years old, on WoodSongs Kids.
Sun sets in the west. Well, I wanna be
Isn't she wonderful? 12-year-old Candace Gunn and the Singleton Brothers, Cash and Cutter. What a good job they did. You know, we love our WoodSongs kids, and we appreciate you tuning in and celebrating their music with us. We're celebrating the music of kids on America's front porch. Remember what Mr. Rogers said, listening is where love begins. We want you to listen to your kids, your children, whether in public school or homeschool. Listening is always a wonderful thing, right, Michaela? And you're going to tell everybody a thank you right now.
Thank you for watching our show. We'll be back next week for more WoodSongs Kids.
WoodSongs Kids is funded in part by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Information about the lakes, mountains, parks, sports, music, art festivals, and more is available online at KentuckyTourism.com. By the Martin Guitar Company, building handcrafted guitars for professionals and front porch pickers since 1833. Online at martinguitars.com. And by the Deering Banjo Company, making American-made handcrafted banjos. Their full catalog of banjos is online at deeringbanjos.com. Closed captioning provided by VisitLEX.com.